In this video, you will learn why you may tend to perform a lot worse on the actual SAT as opposed to the practice test that you are taking at home. My name is Katya. I'm the inventor of the Severson method. It's a scientifically proven way to learn anything fast. And of course, we are going to be talking about your brain. Your brain, when it goes into a fight or flight mode, it activates its primal what? Instincts. When it activates its primal instincts, it also activates its academic instincts. And your academic instincts usually are not the same as the training that you've received, maybe from a tutor, maybe from Khan Academy, whatever resources that you've used to prepare for the SAT. So knowing that is very powerful. You need to know that your instincts in a stressful situation will override your training. What do I do about it, Katya? How can I deal with this now? Well, you need to ensure that your training is deeply ingrained in your mind, that you could open up a blank sheet of paper and write your steps to solve almost any type of reading problem, grammar problem, or math problem. What I make my students do is they approach a blank whiteboard and they start writing down rules. For example, 4 steps to solve a radical equation. So that when they see a radical equation on the test, they're not going to go with their instincts and forget about their square of a sum or square of a difference rule and just present it as 2 squares. Then when they learn the rules for solving evidence-based questions, that they specifically know the steps, they can sound out the steps out loud with their notes closed. That means there's a higher probability that when they are on the test, that the instinct is not going to completely override the training, that some of the training is still going to stay, that they're going to follow a specific process. And how can you deal with this? Well, there's this phenomenon called knowledge of knowledge. If you know that this is something that will happen during the test, the more aware you are of your instincts kicking in, the higher the probability of you being able to thwart it or prevent it from happening. When you're taking the test, feet flat on the floor, breathe through your nose, through the mask, or without the mask, breathe through your nose, get calm, and whenever you're approaching a question, remember, what was your training? How was I studying for this type of question? What was my tutor, what was my teacher recommending that I do? What did I discover that works for me? For questions like these, I skip some and then I go back to these questions. Like, what was your training? Just be aware that your brain is not going to want to reach for the training, especially if the training was recent. If you just learned something a couple of evenings ago, your brain will probably not reach for it right away. You will probably reach for your instincts. So it applies in every section, in math, in grammar, and in reading. Therefore, taking practice tests in different locations could be super helpful. If you're taking it at home, change a room, go into a different room, go into a library, go into a Starbucks, and complete it in a timed way in different environments so that you're prepared for almost anything. I hope this really helped you guys. Leave your comments below this video. What do you think is preventing you from scoring your absolute best on the actual SAT versus a practice test? And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.